Alexa, give me the definition of religion.
Religion is usually defined as a set of beliefs concerning the cause, nature, and purpose of the universe, especially when considered as the creation of a superhuman agency or agencies, usually involving devotional and ritual observances, and often
Religion
containing a
and
moral code
laws.
governing the conduct of human affairs. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for religion.
Alexa, give me more definition of religion.
I have 7 more definitions for the noun religion. 1. A specific fundamental set of beliefs and practices generally agreed upon by a number of persons or sects. 2. The body of persons adhering to a particular set of beliefs and practices. 3. The life or state of a monk, nun, etc. 4. The practice of religious beliefs, ritual observance of faith. 5. Something one believes in and follows devotedly, a point or matter of ethics or conscience. 6. Religious rites. 7. Strict faithfulness, devotion.
As simple as this. Because it's right on earth, don't mean it's going to be right in heaven. And even though your seed of your father and the egg of your mother has a hard time making that decision what's right, answer that question with what bonds it together, and that is the Spirit of God. And God will let you know within your thoughts and what you sense. And when the common sense is not common between human beings, it's common between spiritual beings. And once that sense makes sense to you, that's the best common you can ever have. So again, when I say the propaganda of religion, the propaganda of laws, and the propaganda of man, come on. The image of what we live in is in our woman stage and our man stage. We never say lady and gentleman. That is all God going to accept in heaven. You are not going to let me come in your house. You may let me come in your house as a man, but I better enter your home as a gentleman. It's that simple. It's really that simple. You can let some crazy woman can be outside your house, but until she let that crazy go and become that lady, she ain't coming in your home. So why the hell do you think Jesus or God gonna let us inside heaven? Man is the symbol of strength. There's no need for us to be strong in front of our Lord, Savior, Jesus Christ, and our God. Strength is for earth. Leave your man on earth. Period. Do not bring your man to heaven. God is not going to let man in heaven. You ain't going to let man in your home. So why would God let man in heaven? Ask yourself that. Marriage is wrong because it's between a man and a woman. God is not going to bless that. So marriage is okay for earth. But if we cannot bow down to something greater than ourselves on earth, Jesus is not going to let us bow down to his Father in heaven. What's greater than us on earth is what brings God's children to earth. That is a goddess, his daughter. We don't even talk about her in religion. She's barely has anything to do with religion, and she is the closest thing to God. She does not build that fetus inside her womb. God is inside her. His spirit is life. He's inside her for 10 months. Man may spend an hour with you. And what do you want? Do you want a love child or do you want a fuck child? All men want to fuck. Admit to it. Forget the vulgarity of my language. Don't let that mentally and emotion control you. Understand what I'm trying to say to you. But God's going to spend 10 months inside you. Give him something to work with. A fuck nut is an empty nut. It has no mental or emotional energy. That is what a man. He suppresses his mental and emotion when he knows what's right. The stuff I'm saying to you will bother the man in any creature, a woman or a man. I'm telling you right now, God ain't going to accept a man in you. He ain't going to accept no woman or no man. So get off the stage of man and woman. Move to your butterfly stage. That is the stage. The most innocent, purest stage, the stage that you admit to your own ignorance within you. I'm a good man. I'm a great man. But I know the bad parts of me, and I know I would not stand in front of God's face as that man, knowing that he can sense that about me, knowing that he knows my thoughts of me. And if I'm allowed to let that go in my gentleman stage and he will forgive me because I submit to him, again, man may be on earth first. I want to be third in heaven. God is in heaven. The hand of God will reach out and grab his child. He'll grab a lady or the mother of his child. If a man don't turn around and bow down, it's not good to have your back facing towards God because you may be on earth first, but when you turn around, you're no longer a man, you become a gentleman. And before you can bow down for God, you got to bow down for something greater than yourself. That's why a lady never bows as far as a man. A man bows even greater. And a child never has to bow because that's where God is. That is his child reaching out for him. A man better take his place. He better bow as a gentleman. Before he can bow for God, he has to bow for that lady. Goddess, God's daughter. Our job is the 3 P's. To parent any child of God. To provide for a lady, not a woman, until she makes that decision. And choose what is worthy of her. As a goddess, God's daughter. Hey, we marry a woman to lock her up. That is the biggest slave contract in the world. Y'all run and get a man's last name, not respecting the fact that God gave you his first name. His daughter is a goddess. God, this, a distance of God. She is second to God. The only thing that comes between her and God is her child. Understand this. Sense what I'm saying to you. Think about what I'm saying. God will let you know. And within that, you are a goddess. Anything that can bleed for 7 days, carry a child for 9 months, and live through a birth, understand that. That's a demigod, a deity. That's not man. That's not even a woman. That is a woo of a woman. That is the feet of a female. You understand that? Even a girl can get pregnant based on the age range that we say. God will take her when he chooses to take her if she chooses to play. Doesn't matter what age. What age is it that God finds it fit to take that goddess and get a child from her in any fashion? I am blessed that the abortion laws is passed in the state of Ohio. But ladies, goddesses, the only thing you're going to abort is the relationship that you will have with God for 9 to 10 months. That child is still going to be born in heaven. It may not be born on earth. You may not give that gift to man to turn that man into a father. Because the second birth is when that child is born on earth. That child has already been born. It's the forever child. That child is in heaven. Understand that. And when you leave earth and you go back to heaven, your child will be there for you. If it hasn't already come back as a pet, a tree, any living thing that Jesus sees fit, that child will come back. The Spirit of God, the forever child. Let go of the man in you. God is not going to accept man in heaven. He'll accept a lady because the lady has no man in her. He'll accept a gentleman because he put something before his man, and that's the gentleness, the way a goddess, his daughter, wants to be treated. God gave her a gift of an angel on earth, comes in the form of a gentleman. The only way we can reach our angel abilities is living to the honor of a gentleman, knowing that's the only thing that God is going to accept. Understand that. I've been many different types of men. I know what a man is. It ain't nothing wrong with a man. I just know I'm not right for a woman. I don't want to deal with a fucking woman. She got too much man in her. Until she ready to let go of that man in her, it's not even for me to say. That is something she have to choose. I let go of the man in me. I put something before my man. I became a gentleman, because I know what God will accept. Fuck what man accept. Man accept the man in me. All men accept the man in me. There's been men that wish they were me. I know what's the bad part about me, and I didn't accept that about me. I am not who I was. Who I am today is not the person I was. I will always change. The person I was yesterday is not the person I am today. And I hope I'm changing the right way, not the earthbound, but heaven. Earth don't give a fuck. The devil in sheep's clothing. Which one you think is the devil? A man or a gentleman? Which one you think is the devil when it comes to a female? Is it the woman or the lady? And if you can honestly answer that, even if you answer out loud, answer within yourself and see what God says. Man is symbol of strength. He gave woman wisdom. He gave his daughter wisdom. He gave his son strength. We come together, we have an intelligence level of strength. And that's true strength is to let it go when that time comes and put your belief in something greater than you. Because it's right on earth don't mean it's right in heaven. Understand that. Religion and laws are built in the image of man. How in the hell can a priest be closer to God? I don't care how much time he stayed and went to school and learned his writings, the writings of man. When can a man be as close to God than a female? When she is pregnant, when he is inside her womb. Why don't the church allow a nun to have children? To me, that's one of the closest moments that any human being can get with God. We should study her and ask her during her moments of pregnancy, pregnant with God inside of her, what did it feel like? Teach her how to connect with that. That should be our religion. Ask her, how does she feel? Not the Pope, not even Mother, not even what with Mother Mary over there. Okay, I'm talking about every goddess on earth can give you that if you take the time to listen to her. Listen to her. Do we take the time? Do we follow the chain of command? Is it always about man, woman, child? Which direction are we going? Earth is here. Heaven is here. The hand of God. He always have his child. The lady. Man better turn around and be that gentleman. There's something before his man. That's the gentle. The way she wants to be treated. Makes sense to me. God gave her everything she desires and needs. She's got to stop asking for what she don't need. That's not a man. He don't want her to be a Wonder Woman, a Superwoman. Okay? He wants his daughter that done labor and that will do labor and that's willing to do labor. Any goddess on earth. Any goddess that ever bled. Period. You're a goddess. You are a goddess. Regardless if you carry a child of God's, that doesn't matter. That is not what God had you for. Even if you babysit a child, that's what we all do. We babysit God's children. That's all we are. If that child fosters a relationship with us and calls us mother or father, then that means that's a blessing because only two things can call you mother and father. That's a child of God and God himself. And God, when that crown he gives you, that you've been a father or a mother to his child, that's a true blessing. Have a good day.